So standing before you is a lot of experience, a wealth of knowledge, and leadership for our students in the Sound of Sun Prairie. These students graduated from Sun Prairie High School on June 13th, and then they spent the next 5 weeks still helping out the Sound of Sun Prairie and serving this group. We are going to lead off this evening with Katie Stoltz and her mom Phyllis. Katie's been in the Sound of Sun Prairie for 2 years. Katie's dad would be with us this evening, but he is currently deployed in Afghanistan, and we do thank him for his service. Next year, Katie will be attending Madison College. She's going to study graphic design. Her fondest memory of the Sound of Sun Prairie was a trip to Traverse City last year with the 4th of July sparklers on the field at St. Elizabeth's School. We had the kids line up, told them we were going to practice after, I think it was a parade, and it was kind of dark, and they were skeptical, and then they all had sparklers, and it was really cool. And also she enjoyed the day last summer at the Prairie Athletic Club with her friends. Sound of Sun Prairie has taught Katie to be on time, how to work better as a team and in a team, and how to better deal with stress. Katie would like to thank her parents for all their support in both sound and life in general. She also wishes to thank all of the members of Sound, the staff, and especially the color guard and the color guard staff. They helped her do her best. Katie Stoltz. Now for our three-year seniors. We're going to start with Mike Norris this evening and his parents, Steve and Mary. Mike was motivated to join Sound 3 years ago because he realized he wanted to be more involved in band. Sound has been more than he ever thought it would be. He plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point and major in music. Sound has prepared him by building skills with music and interacting with others. Mike would like to thank his parents for helping him and allowing him the opportunity to be a part of the Sound of Sun Prairie. Mike Norris. And now for our 4-year seniors, starting with Ashley Belgard and her parents, Sonia and Chad. Ashley recalls her favorite memory from Sound is renting a horse on Mackinac Island. She recommends trying different things every time you travel with the band. She loves everyone here and being a part of Sound of Sun Prairie. In the fall, she will attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities to study animal science. She would like to thank her parents for supporting her all these years, and she would also like to thank Morgan Fox for encouraging her to join the Sound. Ashley Belgard. Anthony Chavez and his parents, Joe and Sarah. Anthony is currently the section leader for the Great Horns. Anthony recalls Blake encouraging him to join Sound. He plans to take the experiences he gained from Sound and use them to make new acquaintances at Iowa State, where he will be attending college in the fall. He hopes to study abroad. He would like to thank his parents and Ian. Anthony Chavez. We have 13, count them, 13 seniors who marched in Sound of Sun Prairie for 5 years. The first of our 13 seniors is Blake Krensick and his parents, Kim and Thomas. Blake's fondest memory of the Sound was the final running block in the 2012 season with Tom Thornburg. Sound has helped him become not only a better leader, but a better person. He credits Brandon Stiefel and Nate Altman for convincing him to join the group. He would like to thank his parents, friends, and band directors for all of their support over the years. This fall, Blake will be attending University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Blake Krensick. Ryan Hammer and his mom, Kathy. Ryan credits the sound for teaching him dedication and teamwork. He has many great friends in sound. His fondest memory is from the 2010 season when the members from the Lighthouse Brigade did the, are you guys ready? Because there's a cue here. 1, 2, 3. He thought that was pretty cool at finals that year. This moment resonates with him. He will be attending Madison College next year to pursue his studies in electrical engineering. Ryan would like to thank both of his parents for supporting him over all his years in sound. Ryan Hammer. Serena Hansen and her parents, Kevin and Jenny. Serena's fondest memories of sound are all of the great times she had with her friends. These people will be her best friends forever. She's amazed at how the group works together towards common goals while making great friends and having a good time. She'll be attending the University of Wisconsin lacrosse this fall. Serena would like to especially thank Mr. Melrose for, finger quotes, persuading her to join this thing called sound when she was in 8th grade, because if he didn't, she wouldn't be here now, having great lifelong friendships. Serena Hansen. David Henkel and his parents, Sarah and Greg. David's experience in sound has helped him to learn to push himself farther than he ever thought he could. His fondest memory of sound is when he was having a hard time holding up his baritone and Tom Thornburg put his shoes on top of the horn. He will be attending UW-Platteville studying chemistry, with his goal being something in the medical field. David would like to thank Mr. Melrose for dragging him into sound, and Mr. Kading for his 5 years of pushing David to do his best, and most of all, his parents for being the best parents in the world. David Henkel. Sammy Johnson and her parents, David and Lisa. Sammy remembers being in the stretching block as being the most powerful thing she'd ever experienced when she was in, I believe, the 6th grade. She loved how the group came together with one common goal. She has paid that memory forward by helping the middle school color guards ever since. The best thing she has learned is how to overcome challenges, how to push through even when things are incredibly hard. Her fondest memory is from her second year when the band was rehearsing and it started to downpour. Absolutely everything was drenched, but running block in the rain was so much fun. She would like to thank her parents for coming to almost every show and always cheering her on. Next year she'll be attending Carthage College studying environmental science or something else as she's having a tough time deciding. Sammy Johnson. Aaron McCrary and his parents, Stephen and Betsy. I don't know if Aaron remembers this, but when he was in 6th grade, he came to my office one day and he said, I really like band, Miss Cedarquist, but I'm not going to play next year because I'm just too busy playing hockey. Aaron, do you remember that? Well, you did. Aaron's fondest memory of the sound is when the band took their trip to Canada and performed in the Saddle Dome. The coolest part of that was when some of the boards that were in the Saddle Dome made their way back to Sun Prairie and now are a part of the new hockey arena. Sound has taught Aaron leadership skills, which he uses on the ice, the field, and in the workplace. The dedication and hard work needed to be a member of the Sound will be with him in all of his endeavors. Aaron will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering. He would like to thank his parents for allowing him to do sound and for all of their support. He would also like to thank Mr. Melrose for getting him to do sound in the first place. Finally, he wishes to thank the staff for putting up with him for the last 5 years. Aaron McCrary. Andy Mengelt and his dad, Kevin. Andy's fondest memory of sound is rehearsing amongst the mountains in Bozeman, Montana. He also fondly remembers his interaction with a young child in the parade in Traverse City last year. He hopes that that interaction will spark that child to get involved in music. Andy has learned many life lessons through sound, like organizing a busy schedule for getting him through both good times and bad times. He would like to thank his parents, friends, and the staff for pushing him to be the best that he can be. Andy plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall. Andy Mengelt. Charles Eugene O'Connor and his mom, Ann. Charles's fondest memory of the sound is canoeing on Lake Louise in Canada. He has made many friendships while a member of the sound and will take away a strong work ethic that sound has taught him. He would like to thank Tom Thornburg for teaching him to march and the Chuck Wagon for giving him an introduction to the sound before he was in the band. He will be attending Madison College and then transferring to the University of Wisconsin-Madison to study food science. Charles O'Connor. Cale Ruland and his parents Sabrina Ruland and Jeff Ruland. Cale's 5 years of playing saxophone in the sound have been the most memorable of his high school career. His favorite memory is a rehearsal in the mountains in 2011. He would like to thank his parents, the sound staff, and Tom Thornburg for supporting him in this activity, which has taught him discipline, respect, and hard work, skills that he will take with him for the rest of his life. Cale will be studying physics at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire in the fall. Cale Ruland. Brendan Smith and his parents, Judy and Peter. Brendan is attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall for genetic engineering. Brendan believes that the sound sets people up to make themselves better people. Through the sound, Brendan has learned the value of practice and hard work and how to be polite on not enough sleep. He will apply these lessons to anything he decides to do. Brendan would like to thank his parents for feeding, clothing him, and in all other ways supporting him, and the staff of the Sound of Some Prairie for all of the hard work and the long hours they put in to create such a special and unique environment for students to excel in. Brendan Smith. Paul Steinweg and his parents Conrad Steinweg and Pam Derby. Paul has served the sound in many roles in the percussion section while in the group. His fondest memory of the sound is when he almost beat Mr. Melrose in ping pong. He was really close. Sound has taught him to interact and collaborate with a variety of people and personalities. Paul feels that this has made him a better person. He would like to thank Ian Melrose and Cindy Terhune for helping guide him down this long path. He thanks his wonderful friends for being there for him and giving him a push when he needed it. He would also like to thank his parents for supporting him these 5 long years, going to all of his shows and parades, hosting sectional dinners, and putting up with his sweaty smell every night. He loves you both very much. Paul Steinweg. Noah Studier and his parents, Jason and Holly. Noah values many of the lessons learned while being a member of the Sound. He has learned to power through adversity, overcome difficulties, and power through even when he thought he couldn't. He values the connections he has made because of Sound, loves to hang out and make friends, and the sense of family that the Sound of Sun Prairie has provided in Noah's life. He plans to attend Madison College and then transfer to a university to be determined. Noah would like to thank his family, friends, and the Sound of Sun Prairie staff and Tom Thornburg for making these 5 years great. Noah Studier. And our last of our 13 seniors, Sam Weber and his parents, Tom and Deanna. Sam heard the sound play when he was in 4th grade. He thought they sounded great and now realizes that we don't know how far our influence can really go. A 4th grader hearing the sound, and there he is as a graduated senior. Being in the sound has taught him many life lessons, like the importance of being on time and being prepared for anything. He's also learned that swimming in Lake Michigan with your phone in your pocket is a bad idea. Sam has learned to set lofty goals and working your butt off, and it always pays off in the end. Sam would like to thank his parents and siblings for supporting him through his tough schedule and odd practice hours all through high school, his grandparents for being his #1 fans, for all the volunteer parents that make our program run, and with a special shout out he had for Chuck Wagon, and for every music teacher that has helped and sometimes pushed Sam to become who he is today. A special thank you to Tony Kading and Ian Melrose, and thanks for the best 5 years of his life so far. Love that sound, Sam Weber. That's your senior class for 2014 for the Sound of Sun Prairie. One more round of applause for them.